It was to become India's deadliest air crash in almost 3 decades. The Air India flight that was bound for London Gatwick crashed into a densely populated residential area in Ahmedabad a month ago today, killing 260. A preliminary report suggests that switches controlling fuel to both engines of the Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner were turned off seconds after the flight became airborne. They were quickly switched back on, but at such a low altitude, the fate of the plane was sealed. It was too late to regain momentum. Audio from the cockpit detailed in the report suggests confusion between the two pilots. One asked his colleague why he cut the fuel off. The other pilot replies that he did not.
These switches have protection designed in. It's to change positions. You have to literally pull it out of a spring-loaded detent, so there's a bit of force to pull up, and then you have to move it to the new position. So it can't really jump out of that position on its own. The only time you may want to operate those switches during the flight would be at altitude if you had some kind of engine malfunction which required the fuel supply to be shut off the engine. There's nothing in the standard operating procedures during takeoff that would direct you to go to those switches. I really can't conceive of anything.
India's civil aviation minister urged people to wait for the final report before making a judgment.
I don't think we should jump into any conclusions on this. I truly believe we have the most wonderful workforce in terms of pilots and the crew in the whole world. They are the backbone of this civil aviation. They are the primary resource of civil aviation, and we care for the welfare and the well-being of our pilots also. So let's not jump to any conclusions at this stage. Let us wait for the final report.
The initial report does not recommend action against Boeing, who manufactured the 7878 Dreamliner. We've uncovered an advisory note from 2018 from the US government's Aviation Compliance Authority, the FAA, raising serious concerns about the fuel control switches on Boeing aircrafts, including the 7878. They warned if not addressed, it could result in an engine shutdown. It also stated,
Boeing received reports from operators of Model 737 airplanes that the fuel control switches were installed with the locking feature disengaged. If the locking feature is disengaged, the switch would be exposed to the potential of inadvertent operation, which could result in an unintended consequence, such as an in-flight engine shutdown.
The report advised airlines to check the switch, and if it can be moved without lifting it up, then they should replace it at the earliest opportunity. It's not clear if Air India followed this advice or if there was an issue with this particular aircraft. In Mumbai today, a memorial for the crew killed in the crash, where some family members faced not only their own loss, but questions over their loved ones' actions.